Is Vegas a dream or a nightmare to shoot in?
It's a dream for some people and a nightmare for others. And as the movie poster says, some guys just can't handle Vegas.
Right.
For me, it's a dream. I can handle it. We lost a few crew members to that city. Vegas is a city full of temptation and distraction. There was more than one wife had to come in and take her husband and put him in rehab and literally remove him from the set. No joke.
Woo! Road trip!
It's a gateway city, I like to say, so whatever your demon is, it's gonna come out after 3 months of living there. But we had a great time filming there, so it just depends on who you are and if you can handle it.
Now this is Vegas.
To a night we'll never forget.
Now, did you have the core 3 guys in mind when you started, or did it kind of come together? Perhaps you had Bradley Cooper, Zach Galifianakis, and Ed Helms.
Yeah, I mean, I always kind of cast everybody at one time because it's so much about differing energies comedically. I feel like, guys have to come from a different place comedically for there to be chemistry in a comedy. Oftentimes you see movies and the guys are doing the same thing and you feel like they're tapping the same nerve or something. So once you see, you start putting faces together and you're like, oh, Zach. Ed and Zach are both really funny, but they couldn't be more different as far as their styles of comedy. And Bradley, and so, it was kind of all done at one time in a weird way. But I had always been looking to do something with Zach because, if you're a fan of comedy, Zach is just a killer and he's one of the funniest guys out there.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Marker.
So how good was Mike Tyson at taking direction?
He was great. You wouldn't think Mike would be the most easy guy to work with or easy guy to get to do the movie. I really thought it was going to be difficult to land him. And it was really easy because we went to his manager. He's surrounded by great people now. And they got it, and they got it to Mike, the script to Mike, and Mike called me up and he totally understood. He understood we weren't making fun of him, but we were more fucking with the image people have of Mike.
Mike Tyson? This is my favorite part coming up right now. He still got it.
It was just great, and he just came ready to play.
And again, we're really sorry about Steve.
Man, it's like you say, man, we do dumb shit when we're fucked up.
Growing up, Mike who's Iron Mike, and he just is like, to then take that image and then put a spin on it of a guy singing and being giddy almost, it just has an impact that it's hard to equate with.
I was watching the movie, I was wondering, was it harder to wrangle Mike Tyson or the tiger?
The hardest to wrangle is the baby.
Whose baby is that?
Check its collar or something.
Babies are little motherfuckers, really. And it's like, tiger, they don't like to admit this, but the trainers could hit the tiger on the nose or something. Can't do that with a baby, apparently. You just have to wait for it to stop crying. So it was, the babies were the hardest.
You sure you're qualified to be taking care of that baby?
Oh my God!
Do you ever feel like you're building like a stable, sort of like a Judd Apatow, where you have your group of guys, or do you like to approach each movie with fresh?
I like to approach it differently, but I definitely use a lot of the same day players, you call them. Guys who come in and do 2 days or 3 days, like Matt Walsh, who plays the doctor in The Hangover, is in every movie I've ever done. This guy, Brian Callen, who plays the wedding chapel owner, is in every movie I've done. The Dan Band is they're in Old School, Stars Get Out, and now The Hangover. So you see a lot of people in the movies, but as far as the main guys, we mix it up.
So the gangbang guy shows up. Is it
Mr. Creepy.
Is it the same character from
Of course.
Old School?
Yeah, he's also in Road Trip.
And Road Trip, right.
He licks Amy Smart's feet in Road Trip. Mr. Creepy is my alter ego. Or maybe he's not even alter anymore. But he only works in my R-rated pictures. So those are my 3 R-rated movies. I've done PG-13 movies. He won't do PG-13. They're beneath him. My guy, Mr. Creepy, he's always the horniest guy in whatever movie he's in. He's always the most deviant. I go on record saying I think the end credits to The Hangover might be up there with the best end credit sequence ever in a comedy. And it's a real fun surprise in the movie.
What is going on?
Hey, I'm Todd Phillips, director of Old School and The Hangover, and you are on Maxim.com.